Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to try to make it quick because things have been happening for the last 3 nights and days. And we have been getting very little sleep and things might keep happening again any second now. So, I stitched. I did not write, and I will explain why later, and it has to do with the things that have been happening. If you follow the media or social media in the right circles, you probably know what happened, but I will go into it a little later. So I will start with the whip go. Literally a day after I filmed my last video, I finished whip go number 23, which means I am done for June. Yay! I did almost all of it. Everything but like 50 stitches. On Fox, I finished Fox. At least the section that I wanted to do, and I will show it. But I did all of it, like 99%, on Fox, and the rest of it on Pokemon, which I will also show later. So, when I started this, I did some, it is so hot. It is so hot. It is 8:36 a.m. and it is boiling. When I first started this section, I predicted somewhere between 70 and 75% that I passed that pretty easily. So I reworked my prediction to be somewhere between 80 and 85%, and I made it to 83.42%. So well within the predictions. Yay! Well, second prediction. And we are currently at 27,468 stitches that are done, which means I have 5,460 stitches left. I am so close. I'm definitely going to have finished this year. And there's a good chance I'm going to have to finish earlier than expected. Again, I will explain why. But for now, this is what it looks like. It's kind of folded down the middle because it's easier for me to store. But this is what it's looking like now. And I think it's the right size. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's going to be the right size for a project bag. So I will have to figure out how to do that. And this is Pokemon. It's my current whip. I have Graveler. Completely done. I'm currently working on Geodude and Golem and Abra. Honestly, thought that was going to be another Pokemon in the Abra line, but I think it might be just a tail. Maybe, I don't know, possibly. So this is currently at. Hold on, I'm using my phone for both today because for some reason my Remarkable is being weird. So we are currently. This is 57.07% and 80,889 stitches. And this is a diagonal of 3 10x10 boxes. Last time I said that I wasn't sure if I wanted to do 3 or 4, and it ended up being 3. And at the end of the diagonal, the tip is 300 stitches long. I still have about 140, I think, to go. 100 80 maybe. I think it's 80, not 80, sorry, but 48 like boxes long, meaning it's about 480 stitches long. So I'm getting pretty close, which makes me think maybe I should just complete diagonals, like work in sections, like in pages, but just finish the diagonals completely before I move on to the next section. But I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna finish the section of those 3 10 by 10 boxes across the whole thing, but it will take some time because of the situation. We cannot go and buy stuff that are not essential. So that means my job, like I'm not working at the moment because it's books, it's not essential. And I cannot go buy floss or anything really of the sort. And I don't know if the post is working, and even if it is, it sucks most of the time. It takes like 3 weeks for the smallest package to get there. And it can be stuck in process heaven, or actually process hell. I was doing it. It was process heaven, but I'm not. It's process hell. Yeah, just forget the if I was doing it. Yeah. So the thing that's been going on is Iran is sending missiles our way, always in the middle of the night, in the last 3 nights. And so far this morning there have been 10 people that were killed, and we're basically back to quarantine times. Only essential workers, and nobody wants to leave the house or the vicinity of a bomb shelter. Now I'm lucky enough to have one in the house. I don't have to leave the house for it, so I'm just staying put, and it is really scary. Really scary, and the fact that we have to wake up multiple times in the middle of the night is just so exhausting. So if I look tired, that is why. I have not slept properly in the last 3 days. And like, we're trying. The people who are responsible for shooting the missiles down are trying, but some are still falling down and hitting people and killing people, and that is not okay. But that is war, and that is where we have been for the last, I think it's been more than a year and a half. And that's just, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining the situation as I see it. And if you think we deserve it, you're entitled to your opinion. And if you think we don't deserve it, thank you. Because a lot of people on social media have been praising Iran for sending the missiles at us, which it affects my mental health. It has been affecting my mental health. I used to talk to those people, comment on their comments, and it's not taking me to a good place emotionally and mentally, so I stopped. But it's like a shot to the heart every single time that I read something like that. So yeah, there are people behind those keyboards, and they can get pretty upset and pretty hurt by your words. A lot of people are not gonna care, but just so you know. So yeah, haven't been able to buy colors. I am currently on my last skein of this background color. There's another color that I'm probably gonna need for Golem that I am on the last legs of the last strand and a half of. I don't have another skein in the storage and the stash. So when that skein is done, I don't know if I will just keep stitching and ignore those stitches or just move on to something else. Thing is, those two colors are like they're being used in 3 of my 4 whips. So I think my dog threw up on my bed. Yeah, so that's not good. So I'm gonna go check it out. No, I'm gonna finish the video. I'm gonna finish the video because those sheets can be cleaned. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm back. I put the sheets in the laundry machines. At least it's just the sheets and a blanket, and not the pillows, because that would take too long. I do not like putting pillows, putting the thing on my pillows. One second. Sorry about that. It is so hot, and my dog is clingy, and now he's clinging to someone who wants to go back to sleep. Where was I? I think I talked about not being able to buy floss, because of the COVID-like, self-imposed quarantine that a lot of us are doing. So yeah, that is a situation, and, yeah. So, my heart naturally goes out to the Iranian people, because they have been fighting the Iranian regime for a while. And nobody seems to believe them that they are a part, that the regime is a part of the worst evils on the planet. So hopefully, the fact that we are currently attacking Iranian only strategic places, we're not hurting any innocents, but the fact that we're attacking in Iran, hopefully that's going to help the Iranian people escape this monstrous regime, and then we'll have peace. And it will be one less country that hates us, because I am definitely taking that hatred personally, which is not a good thing, I know, but it is what it is. Okay, so, writing. I forgot to talk about writing. So it's really hard to be creative in times like this, so I did absolutely no writing. I thought about it, I wanted to, but I did no writing at all. So it works in terms of my writing whips. Dirty Deals is still the one I'm focusing on, and I'm still at the beginning of chapter 10, and hopefully by the time I film the next video, I will have written something, and if not, then I'm probably gonna look even worse, because it's playing a role in keeping me mentally stable. And now that I can't write because it's not happening. The creativity is just, it's not there. And I can't write without creativity. So yeah. So that is it for today. It's been kind of a depressing video. But at least, I finished Fox. I finished the section of Fox. I'm getting super close to finishing Fox completely, and after that I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do, assuming I still won't be able to buy Floss. I do have a lot of 157, which is the original background color for Pokemon, so I might be able to just switch somehow. Maybe. but it's still, like right now I'm using 800 because I had no way to buy any 157s. And then my local store gave me that option to buy 157s. So technically, if I waited like 6 months, I probably would have been able to just use the 157 that the chart originally calls for, but I did not, because I'm impatient when it comes to things that I want to do. Yeah. I might start a 5th whip, or maybe it would be a 4th whip. Assuming, of course, I have all the colors that I will need. In that case, I will go over all of the stuff, all of the charts that I have that I want to do, including the MOP one, and see what I can actually do. And if not, then, well, I'll just figure it out when we cross that bridge. We'll get there eventually. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I will do it, and I will stitch on Pokemon for as long as I can, and hopefully I'll get over the 936 hump. 936 is the color that I only have 1.5 strand off. So hopefully that's all I'm gonna need, and hopefully I have some marked threads of that color. Hopefully I'll be able to use them as much as I can, and I'm gonna just play fried chicken with every single one of them. Use them as much as I can, even if I have to thread them through another strand of floss, which is apparently a thing. I had no idea before I actually started doing it, and then I kept saying it online everywhere. So yeah, that is the plan, and hopefully it will not affect the rotation very much. And if it does affect the rotation, I'll just switch to Fox, finish Fox, and switch back to Pokemon for whatever stitches I can do. And hopefully by then the situation will be over, and I'll be able to go out, and I'll be able to go buy the floss that I need. I'm at like 7 skeins that I need to buy now of both colors. So hopefully it's going to be solved quickly, and it won't affect my rotation at all. And now I'm going to do the rest of the stuff that I'm supposed to do today, which is eat and take the dog out and feed the dog, and like all the usual stuff that I usually do on a weekend, because it's going to be like a weekend until the situation is solved and we can go outside. Yeah, so if you're watching so far, please leave a heart in the comments and let me know what you're working on, both cross-stitching and writing. If you're not writing but you're reading, let me know what you're reading. And thank you for watching so far. Keep on stitching, keep on reading, and keep on writing, and I'll see you next time.